Hi, I'm Don, and welcome back to my channel, Don's DIYs, where it's always better when you do it yourself. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of different things that I've been trying out. I believe in my last video it was dark, and I was talking to you guys about different types of lighting. Well, I've done some researching, and for the average person that's wanting to shoot a video, whether it be a YouTube video or you know, any type of video you're shooting, you got to have good light. And I've been working on a couple of different things that I think you guys are really going to like. It's really cheap. It's DIY. And I guess that's it. It's cheap and DIY. Who doesn't like cheap and do it yourself? You know what I'm saying? So I've got it all set up here, and I'm actually using it right now. I've got a light that far away from me, kind of putting a little light on my face. It doesn't have a on and off switch. It has a plug-in. I will be adding a on and off switch to it. I actually have two of these, so we're going to get into the video, and I'm going to show you guys what I done, and with a little bit of the research that I've looked into to make the perfect DIY video light. You can set these up permanently. You can move them around wherever you would like. If you're working on something, I've tried a couple of different things. I've got a few of these lights from Lowe's, Lowe's Craftsman's lights. They work really good for what you're working on. You can put light onto it, and they're great for that. I tried them out. They were 19 bucks, so I tried them out. I have two of them. They're gonna go in, one in my Jeep, and I'm gonna keep one in the house for right now. If the power goes out, we have lights. You know, they're battery powered, so we can replace the batteries. I'll keep one in the Jeep for, say, you're on the side of the road and tire goes out. You got a headlamp. I always carry headlamps in my Jeep. I have two of them right now, which I can show you. I just bought them, so I'll probably throw them in here so you guys to see. This here, you can set it on the ground, shine it up to where you're going, you know, and you can see a lot better when you're working on something. So this light's really cool. And another thing it does do is really bright. So I'm trying not to. You see it flashing, guys? I don't want to flash it right at the screen. You can turn this around and point it towards oncoming traffic, you know, not dead in somebody's eyes, but, you know, that way, so they'll see a flashing light if you broke down on the side of the road. Something to carry. Think about in your vehicles. So, I'm gonna get my table out. I'm gonna get the stuff laid out that I've bought recently and added to my collection of videotaping stuff. So, I've got tripods, I've got attachments for the GoPros. If you film with GoPros, you'll understand that the ability to put a GoPro anywhere you want is just amazing. So I've got a bunch of that. I've got headlamps I want you guys to look at, and I've got a light that I'm actually going to build for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about and how easy it is to create your own nice light. So when you're videoing, you've got a light on you. So let's get started. Okay, we are going to start with the headlamp, or the light. The light is an HDX 10.5 inch heavy duty heat lamp. Now don't let that scare you, folks. The heat lamp, they have to excuse all the traffic. I say it in every one of my videos. You have to excuse the traffic. The heat lamp is heavy duty. It's made for high intensity bulbs. It put off a lot of heat. But we are going to be using LEDs. LEDs do put off some heat, but not as much as an incandescent or an HD light would put out. So that's what you get in the box. I bought this at Home Depot. There is an 8-foot cord on this light. It comes with a couple of different brackets. If you're using your HD or heat lamp light bulb, incandescent, you're going to need some type of cover that goes onto the front. It's got holes in it that this thing, I'll show you how it goes in. You just slightly bend them and they go in. What this does is it keeps things from touching the light. In our application, we're not going to use these because we're not working with a real hot light. So we're going to get rid of them. The best thing that I have found about these lights is their ability to clamp onto things. You know, you can clamp this onto something and adjust the light. It's got a nice lever. It is a very strong clamp, but you have leverage here with this handle to put this light on anything. You can also, if you were hanging these from, say, the inside of a shop or a barn or a garage, it has a hanger where you could actually hang this light from the ceiling, which is really cool. Has a little sticker here on the inside warning you, caution, hot risk, and again, we're not going to be using a very hot bulb, so we're going to eliminate that. Going to open this up. The cord is very thick than what you would find on a lot of your regular lamps. So, you know, just take your time, work it out, get it pretty straight. You're going to roll it back up when you're done, so it doesn't make a difference. Okay, you've got your warnings, yada yada. Do not remove this, tab is illegal, yada yada yada. That's only for the people selling them, not for the people using them. If I was using this in a commercial type thing, let's say at work or something like that, I would probably leave that label on there. But since it's just for me, I'm going to take it off. Again, we don't need this. We're not hanging it from the ceiling. You could probably hang on to it if you'd like. Okay. It comes with this little clamp that clamps on to the small end, clamps in here. Okay. And the other end goes around here. So we're going to loosen this up as far as we can. Got a nice wing nut on it here, so you can adjust it. We're going to clamp it around here. There we go. And we're going to tighten this down. Again, when you're moving these things around, you do need to be careful of this part right here, this white part. It is porcelain. The reason why? A heat lamp. It's going to dissipate the heat and not get as hot. You still be able to grab it, but again, we're not using it as a heat lamp. We're using it as a light. So there you go. It's put together basically for what we're going to do. This piece is aluminum. You know, it's got a few dings in it here and there from being on the shelf for so long. Kind of dusty. So let me grab a rag and I'm gonna put a little glass cleaner on it. You want the reflective surface. That's what's going to help you with your lights. Again, I'm not an expert. I don't do this for a living. Not like some of the the guys you find on YouTube. This is just me coming up with a way to light a video here the way I do things. Okay, so we're all nice and clean. You can see that's nice and shiny. So our next step is the light bulb. Now, the light bulb is going to be what you need to really look at to get the best light for your videos. This is 5000K. You want round 56. I'm going to be ordering some new light bulbs for this, but I've got a 60 watt. It's 800 looms, 1500 hours, and this is non-dimmable. You have to be careful with your lights because some of them will flicker, and that's what I ran into my last video. Was two of the lights, the small ones I showed you, the Craftsman's lights, they flickered in the video, so we want to get away from that. Okay, so the light bulb's in. Let me get the extension cord. Okay, so now I have the extension cord ready. You're gonna, when this light comes on, it's gonna be really bright. I don't know what it's gonna do to the video. See that? Nice bright light, isn't it? For filming and stuff, yeah, it's gonna do. So now what we need to do is this is great if you're filming from a distance and you're working on something. Yes, this is going to be perfect. But when you're filming yourself, you need to diffuse this light because this is really, really bright. It doesn't look it, but it's, as the LED warms up, it's getting more power. So what I saw is this. This is a shower cap from Walmart. I paid 98 cents for this thing. Now, again, I want you to watch this light. Watch what it does. It's got a nice glow to it now. Nice. It's diffused. Yes, you can still see its light, but it's diffused. So I'm gonna put this up in the air and I'm gonna show you guys my two lights, how it's gonna come out.
Okay, this is the lights put up with the shower cap diffuser on it. I think the lights are amazing. I'm going to unplug them because they don't have a switch. I will be adding a switch to them, but this is one unplug. See how it just leaves shadow on one side? I kind of like that. I think it looks more dramatic, but we'll get more into that. And then this is the other one unplugged. That's what it looks like without the light. So, plugging both of them back in, that's what it looks like. So now you're getting a nice light and you don't have to worry about too much shade on your face. I'm gonna do one of them. So there, cinematic, huh? Getting good at this stuff, hopefully. So that's it for the day, guys. Playing around, showing you guys how to learn how to make your own diffused light for video making or picture taking. Say you and your wife want to take a picture. Maybe you hook one of these things up, get a nice glow about your beautiful wife and snap some pictures. Maybe that's what you want to do with it. Maybe you're making videos for YouTube like me. Don't be discouraged. Make them. Somewhere, somehow, somebody will run across one of your videos and like them. And that's how you work it. I have a small following, and I'm just going to keep making videos the way I want to make them. And I suggest if that's what you want to do it the way you want to do it. The only other different thing that I would do with a camera is maybe get yourself some ND filters, which I'll show in the next video. So remember that. Always, guys, be safe in your shops. Be safe when you're driving out there on the road. And when you're on the trail, stay on the trail. Peace out.